Hi, Dr. Saxena here, and usually we have been talking about something called what is this toxicity, how is it is impacting your health and all. And I must tell you, define what exactly I mean by toxicity. We talk about multiple chemical sensitivities. I'll go one by one. The first thing I would like to talk is about the formaldehyde. It is found in a lot of foam insulation. It is found in the plywood. It is found in the particulate board kind of thing and press cabinets. All the your furniture works and all that, fabric finishes, new carpet. You have got polythene, foam, rubber used in pillows and carpet cushions, and apart from mattress and all that, all this keep releasing this thing called formaldehyde. Apart from, there are something like PVDs and all that. We're talking about, there was a study which appeared, the wallpaper in the home when you have, and there's a fungal kind of thing. There's a mold toxicity is happening because of that wallpaper fixation in the home. We have a lot of adhesives. We have got synthetic clothings, which doesn't wrinkle, or they are crease resistant, and you need to be careful because it keeps on emanating something like formaldehyde over and over again. And formaldehyde, it's not good. I've been always on record talking about this particular stuff, and it can be a reason for your cancer also. The other things which I just noticed, there are something like oil vapors, common thing by which we get into this oil vapors are from food processors, from blenders, or can openers and all, and electric kitchen appliances. They are one of the reasons for can oil vapors which come. And you have got all oil furnaces and all. And what I have seen is people using that diyas, their chimneys, trying to work with this particular stuff. People using candles and all that. These oil vapors are really toxic, and they and what I have seen common day to day in my, I start I always start from my home. I see this fake polyethylene plastics, which are usually something like fake leather. You have got artificial flowers. You have got something like shower curtains. All this emanates some kind of this particular chemicals which your body can get into. You get into problem because of that particular stuff. There are other household chemicals. Usually we talk about something like dry cleaning chemicals in clothes. In clothes we used to keep that mothballs. That is one of the things. And you have got something like paints. You have got solvents, and you have got some stain removers. And to talk about the thing is that air fresheners, window washing compounds. Air fresheners are really nasty, and I am the people who are not just chemically sensitive. Even for the normal people, it can create a long-term sequelae. Again, coming to the household chemicals, I would like to talk about something like polyesters, polyesters in clothing, upholstery. You have got furniture and stuffing for pillows, and all that. All these polyesters are a reason to worry. You have got sometimes you have got pesticides residues on the cottons and the woolens, and that is also a one particular thing. And coming to your paraphernalia, TVs, electronic equipments, all that has got something like epoxy adhesives. It is there in the plastic, it is there in the TV, microwaves, and which release gases when it is heat led. So you have to be careful of this particular TV gadget, even the gadgets and all these ones. I'll be next. I'll be coming to something like used to children school. Common school paraphernalia. It includes such as carbon paper. It has got ink, and you have got duplicating chemicals and glues a lot, and not to mention of something like there is a you have got a pen which you when you write it, and you get some smell out of it. So these are all things which are nasty chemicals are there in that, and I'll definitely urge people to look into these things before you buy this particular stuff. So having said and done, this one thing which always I believe this all the chemicals are known to injure the part of the cell membrane, produces energy. See, when the cell membrane is injured, and all the terminal toxins and all that, you get into some problems like fatigue, weakness. You get into a poor memory, or you can get migraine headaches, insomnia. The reason why people after coming from a shopping, they get headache and they feel very weak and experience fatigue. It's not because they walked for that mall. It is because of the formaldehyde and all that, which all keeps outgassing, and that causes a problem. So that's for this chemical sensitivity things. I have this is how the toxicity impacts you, and what are the things you can always keep to keep this process um, in balance your system, is because what happens is that the toxic burden is too high, and the eliminating channels are very limited, and these days we don't sweat properly. Thus, not just sweating, therefore we always talk about skin as a detoxing agent, and we totally depend on kidneys, we depend on the colon and all that, and lungs. These are the four excretory organs. So you need to see this eliminating channels are always open. If someone is constipated, his things are like it's a problem, like in the sense he gets into a kind of issue because one of the channels are not proper. Same way with the sweat and all that. If somebody is not sweating, it kind of he's a sponge trying to absorb everything. So some simple ways to reduce the toxic burden is try to see that whatever you get into it, try to remove as far as possible, and it is if you're not able to do that, you get into some problems, and you need to balance things. And the simple ways which we always do is by working on individual basis and trying to work at the one-to-one base, and that way we can always help the patient in the putting a protocol how to go it best.